Hello everyone and welcome to February Fury 2019. I'm your host Michael Doc Doherty, joined by Tony Kincaid, and it's an honor and a privilege to announce the newest member to our commentary team, Lola Bradbury. Lola, welcome.
Thank you. It's been such an honor. Just in 2016 I was sitting behind that curtain and now I'm here with the best of the best. Not so much Tony, but joining you.
Oh, well thank you very much, dear.
Let's ignore that rude comment as her first statement and look in the ring. Holla holla, Teddy Long is in the building.
Teddy Long is here, and I was talking to him a little bit earlier. He does not like you, Tony.
What?
Just want to say thank you very much for having me here tonight. This is the 10th anniversary of RWA. Y'all need to stand up and give yourself a big hand for coming out and supporting RWA for the last 10 years. Come on! Everybody stand up and give yourself a big hand. You know, 10th year anniversary right here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, player. I wanted to say a few things that we're going to get started. We're going to do a whole lot of talking. We're going to get this show on the road. I wanted to remind you that my first match tonight will be for the RWA Cruiserweight title ladder match. That's going to be straight match. Super Hentai will take on just an item. And as you can see, you got a chain on the floor. And you got the title on the pole right there. So this match here will be too close to call, and it's going to be our first contest. Now, player, did you mention the man here tonight, the RWA Heavyweight Championship? Well, let me got a talk about it. All right, coming up later tonight, our main event for the RWA Heavyweight Championship. It'll be the man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads. He will be defending against one half of the RWA Tag Team Champions, Juggernaut Rhoden. Alright, now that's our main event, and that's coming up later on tonight. So players, are you ready for some RWA wrestling? I don't think you're ready. I said, are you ready for some RWA? Well, if you're ready, I'm going to give it to you, player. Let's get going. Holla! All right, you're something good to RWA Fury 2019 will be to a finish. It will be a ladder match along with a chain on the pole. At stake will be the Renegade Wrestling Alliance Cruiserweight Championship. Now let's bring the challenger to the ring.
Alright guys, RWA Cruiserweight action, and this match, pretty much the war to end all wars. Hentai taking on Idol. Your take, Tony, on this one.
You gotta give it to both men. They've been beating the ever-loving hell out of each other. But credit to Hentai. He has made like a living hell for Idol on this. And I'm very interested to see these two beat each other up to holy hell.
And the thing is, this has been going on for a year now, and both men are clearly very angry to the point where a couple months ago they spilled out into the crowd and knocked somebody out.
There he is, Super Hentai, and my God, nothing but business when it comes to that man.
Yeah, and he looks, I know he's wearing a mask, but you can see the fury. Ironically, the show is called Fury tonight. He looks like he's ready to kill Justin Idol.
And the thing is with Super Hentai, he's all about himself. You can clearly see he is in his war gear and he's ready to throw down.
But the thing is, Super Hentai and Idol have hated each other for years. They have had knockdown, drag-out fights. Hentai has been pretty much a thorn in the side of Idol. I mean, ending his undefeated streak, you could say.
Hey,
go ahead.
Well, I'll hold on for a second. But let's talk about this. I'm not sure either man, whoever wins this match is going to walk to the back. Whoever loses this match could go out on a stretcher tonight.
And this crowd's about to go nuts in 3, 2, 1.
Circling the crowd right now, giving hand pats, but look at Super Hentai. He hasn't taken his eye off of Idol since Idol came out the curtain.
But you have to say, you can clearly hear and see, one cool cat, Justin Idol, is a fan favorite. All in all, yes, he's focused on this match, but he also cares about the RWA fans. 10 years in the making.
Oh my God, here we go! And Hentai already starting things off here, and Bo Browning about to ring the bell here. And oh my God, we're starting here early. And ladies and gentlemen, we just can tell you, keep your young ones close because this could go anywhere. My God, whoever gets a hold of that chain, I feel bad for them.
And the thing is, I fully expect Justin Idol at some point to go after this chain because it has been used to beat the heck out of him for months.
But remember that Super Hentai is the one who introduced this chain, so if anyone knows how to use it effectively, it's Hentai.
I'll tell you what, Hentai right now, though, in a little bit of trouble. I think he was regretting starting. Oh, wait, but a big eye rake by Hentai. And right now, Idol cannot see it. Oh, wait a minute. Guess we're going to have a little bit more than just chains involved in this match. That right there, sir, is a chair. And we both know that both these guys can wield a chair.
Yeah, they can. And I don't think, if you were expecting the first match of the night to be a straight catch-as-catch-can wrestling match, I don't know what you were expecting. Because this is not going to be a wrestling match. This is going to be a fight.
And right now, Super Hentai lining up Idol. Idol's out. I wouldn't say he's out on his feet. He's actually in a fan's chair right now. And winding up Popeye style is Super Hentai. And here he comes. Non-stop locomotive, and oh! That was a face full of chair if I ever saw one.
They're going to play dirty. Justin Idol is usually straightforward, but Justin Idol, to win this match, he has to play dirty back.
And right now, he's definitely playing dirty, Dolly. He is just taking it, Lola, pardon me, taking it to Super Hentai, and oh my God, he is just swinging away on the champ. And right now, slams his face off what we like to call the hardest part of the ring, the apron.
Oh my God, will you stop with that? We have how many matches tonight?
Hey, this is Lola's first match. You know, give her some credit where credit's due. I mean, we got to break her in, right? And I'm telling you, the apron is what? The hardest part of the ring.
True. And the thing with Justin Idol is he's playing to the crowd, but I think the crowd energy does fuel him to move forward in this match.
Okay, there's a ladder. And
yeah, it's a ladder match, Doc. That usually is what happens.
All I'm saying is you don't see it so early here, Kincaid. And right now, oh wait a minute, he took too much time. One thing about Super Hentai, you cannot give him time to breathe. Whips it. Wait, does-he-do with the ref? Little bit of square dancing there. Haven't learned any of that since grade school. And right now, delivering those elbows to the head of Hentai, and now working on the ribs. Good Lord.
And the thing is, this feud has been going on for a year now, so at this point, they are very familiar with each other, and it shows right now.
I'm going to have to agree with Lola on this one. And it pains me to say that. These two know each other better than any other rivals in RWA.
And right now, oh boy. We've seen this before, powerbomb, but it's not a turnbuckle. This time it was a ladder, but Hentai playing it smart and trying to get that cloverleaf on Idol and stomping his guts out. Right now is Super Hentai. He has him up, slingshot, and face first into the ladder. How's your face? One cool cat.
And the thing is, you can see him lying under that Cruiserweight title. The Cruiserweight title, he was stripped of after the 9-year anniversary.
I don't think the Cruiserweight title is going to be the focus in this match, Lola. I think it's going to be a secondary thing. They both want to be champion, but they both want to hurt each other as much as possible before they get that title.
Well, Hentai wants to look like he wants to end the night early, and he is going up. It looks like nothing's going to stop him here. Idol better turn around. And stopping him early. And good Lord, face first off the turnbuckle, and Idol now delivering the goods. And oh wait, he's going for the chain. He's not even going for the title right now. And Hentai putting a stop to that. Oh wait a minute, that ladder again going to be used as more of a weapon than it is the
battering ram.
Side of the face was the ladder.
I would really like to see Tony be hit by that ladder, but that's just me.
Well, I don't think he would be getting up. I don't think any of these guys should be getting up after getting hit with that ladder. Good Lord.
Why are you so... Why are you so obsessed with seeing me get hurt when we have great matches going on in front of us right now?
But as you can see, Super Hentai is taunting Idol. That's all he's done. He's trying to get in his head.
I hate to tell you this, Lola, but Hentai has been in the head of Justin Idol now for a couple months. I mean, like I said before, just injuring him, having him carried out on a stretcher basically here, also costing him the title, and most importantly, ending that undefeated singles streak. And right now, Idol up, uses that ladder. Oh, I thought we were going to say this right. Oh! Hentai suplexing Idol into that ladder. My God, is this a fight?
That was the most brutal thing I've seen in my tenure at RWA. That was disgusting.
As you can see, as Super Hentai is going to the outside, he's catching a break, and regardless of how he's been acting, I think that's very smart.
Wait a minute, we're going up in the crowd here.
Oh.
And what is he? Okay, we are. That's a barricade.
Amazing observation, Doc. It's
stop it. What I'm trying to say is, he's involving the barricade.
No one is safe right now.
Well, I would stay attached to the table if I were you, because I know you and Hentai have history. He might come after you next.
Oh, stop it. What I'm going to say is this, guys. First of all, Super Hentai is a man possessed. And like you said before, this isn't about the title. This is about who's walking out of here and who's getting carried out. And oh my God, this is going to hurt.
The positioning of the ladder right now, we got a perfect viewpoint of it, Doc. Well, this just looks dangerous. I don't know if this is OSHA approved.
Well, I don't know about OSHA approved, but I mean, just common sense is if someone goes on that ladder, through that ladder, it's gonna hurt.
And a chair's now involved, Doc.
Another chair.
And to the point of how Super Hentai has been in Justin Idol's head, you can't deny that Justin Idol has been in the head, living in it, in Super Hentai's head for a while.
Oh, he's been renting space free of charge right now.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll tell you what, there's the space that Justin Idol's found, and it is on top of that ladder, face first on top of a chair. If Hentai lands this, Idol's good is done. That's all I'm saying. I think, we might be seeing the end. Good Lord, Eddie. Oh my God! Super Hentai, son of a gun! I had to stop myself there. Super Hentai has been, I know this is cliche, broken in half! My God, he went from the top down. Oh my God, I can't even talk right now.
Hentai is not moving. He is not moving an inch.
Here's the thing though, there is no more ladder left, guys, which means, how's Idol gonna get the title right now? How's Idol gonna get the chain? What is gonna happen next? Oh my God, wait a minute, Hentai's starting to move already. Struggling to move.
How is he even trying to get to his feet?
I think without a ladder, I do think both men are smart enough to find a way to get to that chain first.
Or it could be there's another ladder, guys.
Well, there you go, another ladder.
You think we're gonna have a ladder match without another ladder? Come on.
Holy God, but that one's kind of tiny. I mean, oh, wait a minute.
Perfect point. Justin Idol waves the title off and is going after the champ, but Hentai's up!
Oh my goodness, and Idol hurting the Olsen twins there on that one. I mean, he's hung up trio low, and oh no. Hentai going to the top here. I think Hentai is going to get this chain, guys.
I don't even know how Hentai is still walking after going through that ladder.
I completely agree with you. I don't know how he's standing right now.
First of all, hell just froze over. Second of all, Hentai has the chain. Oh no. We've seen him wield this before, guys. Oh my God.
Not that way though. Not that way though.
Not the way on that one.
Hentai's a little obsession right now. I mean, Hentai, martial arts background, I mean, trained in Japan. The man knows his stuff, and if you don't know where he got his name, Lola will be glad to tell you how to look it up here, probably after the show. But what I'm saying is,
I don't ever want to see that again.
I don't think anybody ever wants to see that again.
Can we talk about the move that Justin Idol just performed on Super Hentai? A disgusting top rope. It was a bit of a side suplex, and it was gorgeous, and Hentai's now down.
But what, I'm going to say this, Tony. You know, you were talking earlier and putting him down about playing to the fans. The fans just showed Idol where the chain is.
He's going to hurt Super Hentai, make his life a living hell. This is a year built up.
Well, Idol took a little too long, and he misses.
Wow. Swinging for the fences there, Babe Ruth.
Truly fast like a cat, Justin Idol.
Super kick and a beauty. Idol just landed one, and wait a minute here. Oh, twist around. Tombstone pile driver. Holy hell. Hentai drove him down right on his cranium. Good Lord.
Normally I would make fun of you for not being able to get the words out for that pile driver, but that was impressive and would take the words out of anybody's mouth.
And right now, though, Hentai's slow to get up. I can barely believe he's even walking. And oh, good Lord, the ladder's up. Is he going to be able to reach that title? And if he gets that title, this match is over.
And if Super Hentai gets this title, the fate of RWA in the Cruiserweight division is going to completely change.
So right now, wait. Are you kidding me? Idol has just reversed the mind games here. Hentai could have won this thing, but no. Idol saluting him properly, I guess. I can't believe what I just saw.
I don't understand Hentai's, like, yes, you want to beat up. Idol is still flipping Hentai off. I think he's lost control of the thought process behind this. He had him beat, he had the title, it was over, and now he's throwing punches over and over again.
And right now, Hentai in control, and he misses, goes double knee, and Idol, German! What a German suplex by Justin Idol.
I'm going to be surprised if either man is standing by the end of this match. And whoever is standing with the Cruiserweight Championship at the end of this match, this crowd is going to react, well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some Super Hentai fans in this crowd, and I'm not talking about the Hentai on the internet. I'm talking about the Hentai that, well, just got rolled out the ring.
But the fans, I don't know if you caught this, Doc, you're not that intelligent. The fans told Justin Idol to go after Hentai. They didn't tell him to get the title, which is what you're supposed to do in a ladder match. They told him to get another weapon, and here comes the table, the fruits of this crowd's labor.
Well, I hate to say this, guys, this officially has become a TLC match. My God, we've seen everything so far.
These men, like we said before, these men truly want to hurt each other. And Tony, if you were in that situation, would you not go after and hurt someone?
I mean, I understand your point, Lola. At the same time, I haven't put you through a table yet, so...
You couldn't even put me through.
Children, back to the match at hand. What I'm saying is, kick to the midsection by Hentai, and Idol, again, you cannot turn your back that long on Super Hentai.
No, and it's kind of foolish. Idol, who is a veteran of this business, should know not to turn your back on a crazy psychopath like Super Hentai.
But the thing is, this is clearly very, very dangerous. But however, you have to keep in mind that everything has gone out the window.
Speaking of dangerous, that's a dangerous position both men are in.
But I'll tell you what, give it up to Idol. He's grabbing that second rope, getting that support, and kick to the head, and no.
Oh yes.
Idol has that chain. Hentai trying to balance. He misses.
Oh, what a split.
My goodness. And again, that background, that training in Japan is, he just cracked him on the side of the head, and Hentai in trouble.
No. Oh no!
Holy shit! I cannot believe what I just saw! Hentai went crashing through the table! He's out, folks! Idol has his chance! Is he going to take advantage of it? Idol's almost to it!
He's almost there. Hentai is not getting up.
I don't know. Hentai, he got up from the one before. Hentai's like that horror movie that keeps coming back, but wait a minute. Idol wins! Idol wins!
In 14 minutes, 5 seconds, your winner is still RWA Cruiserweight Champion, one cool cat, Justin Idol!
Justin Idol victorious, and I'll tell you what, that is what you call just desserts. And this was the war to end all war, folks. And I cannot believe what I'm saying. Justin Idol is your new RWA Cruiserweight Champion.
But the thing is, Jock, he's been Cruiserweight Champion for over 350 days.
Got a point there.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the hell you were talking about, Tom.
Just the fact that he hasn't been treated like a champion. What can I say, guys? I got lost in the moment. But wait a minute. Hentai's in the ring.
Hentai has the title like he just won.
But is he going to use it as a weapon? We don't know.
Guys, Hentai might not know where the hell he is right now. I mean, to just see how he crushed through that table. Wait a minute. A show of respect? Touch the ground. Look around. Hell has frozen over here at February Fury 2019. Hentai, a show of respect and handing Justin Idol the title.
Did we just end up in an alternative universe where these two men respect each other? I am confused.
I think it is a great sign and a peace offering from Super Hentai to hand Justin Idol that title. And now, with him retaining the Cruiserweight Championship, we are going to see a new chapter from Justin Idol.
Exactly, and Justin Idol celebrating here, and he should, after what he's been through the last couple months with Super Hentai. Again, one more time, congratulations, Justin Idol.
With the following stipulation, if Iwakuma wins this match, that means that the Great Akuma will be reinstated to the RWA. Let's bring him to the ring.
All right, Ken Iwakuma. Well, Alexa has been pretty much a thorn in this man's side, saying that this man right here is the Great Akuma.
He looks so familiar.
He is the rookie sensation, Ken Iwakuma.
All right, Ken Iwakuma, you're right. They do have some similarities, but the thing is, isn't this nice of Ken Iwakuma? If he wins, the Great Akuma could return the RWA.
I have no comment to your stupidity, Doc.
What do you mean, stupidity?
You're stupid, is all I'm gonna say.
But you're too busy drooling over Alexa anyway.
Where is she anyway? She's gorgeous.
She's gonna sue you for harassment.
By Alexa.
All right, here's the selection Alexa has made to go against Ken Iwakuma. Wait a minute, I hear a siren. Who could this be?
I'm really excited to see her handpick. You can see the look on the fans' faces, they're clueless.
It's gonna be a while here. Oh my God!
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, by way of Fort Bend, Georgia, with 210 pounds, is Combat Noctis.
Noctis making his return to RWA, and what a way to return, being handpicked by Alexa to take out Ken Iwakuma.
Wow. This is a heck of a choice by Alexa in this matchup. This man is talented beyond his years.
I mean, this man has broken away from what's called royal greatness. And Lola, do you have any insight on that one?
Well, I spoke to both Jakob, Edwinn, and Noctis. And the thing is, Noctis wants to show a new side to the RWA fans of what he's become.
And Noctis already showing a different side and just stomping away on Ken Iwakuma.
If this is the new side of Noctis, I like it already.
Of course you would. Of course you would like someone fighting dirt.
And when I spoke to Jakob Edwinn, he said that Edwinn was not worth his time.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, Noctis is just making it worth his time, and, oh, clothesline. He tied him up on those ropes, and I mean, you know, there's no give. And right now, all right, in the tribute to Church, I'll say it, that's your first plate of chops served here tonight at February 3, 2019.
A couple months ago, he posted a very dark video saying that I will show you a new, darker side to the Combat Elitist, and we're seeing that right now.
Well, Ken Iwakuma is starting to attack that Combat Elitist, you could say, and right now trying to, oh, has him up. Oh my, swinging him around, Noctis, showing it, oh, and taken down was a Noctis and Iwakuma, oh God. If I'm the fans, I'm moving. Please move. And oh, catches him with an uppercut.
Yeah, Noctis is a powerful man. He's a powerful man. As you can see, his style is kind of the counter to Ken's style in that Ken is a high-flying, death-defying man. Noctis will just punch you in the mouth repeatedly until you stop trying to jump.
And right now, Noctis proving Mr. Kincaid here's commentary and just pounding away on Iwakuma. Remember, there's a lot at stake in this match, guys. I mean, if Iwakuma wins, the great Akuma returns to RWA.
And the thing is, Noctis standing in the ring right now, we have to remember he's the one that retired Jimmy Cicero.
You got a point there. You're right. He is the one that retired Jimmy Cicero.
Okay.
Okay, well, as you can tell, it's not about Tony. He really don't care about it. But right now, we're at the count of 8. And in by the count of 9. That was too close to call there.
I am actually kind of surprised at the beating Ken is taking for someone else, according to you.
What do you mean, according to me? It's right there. He's taking a beating for someone else. Noctis catches him. What power and strength displayed by Noctis.
And the thing with Ken Iwakuma, he had no idea who his opponent was going to be, so he's coming into this very blind.
No, that's a good point, Lola. There has been no ability for Ken to game plan against Noctis because he didn't know Noctis was going to be here.
But you know, what always lies up Alexa's sleeve. There's always a plan. There's always a plot. I mean, she is a cunning hussy. And let me tell you.
Watch your mouth, dog!
Cunning hussy. Cunning. C-U-N-N-I-N-G.
I'm gonna tell her you said that.
You can tell her I said that. Write it down. Take a picture. Good Lord.
When I spoke to Noctis backstage, he said he wants to prove that he's better than what Royal Greatness can bind him to.
And right now, I mean, he's proving it. He is literally proving it here. And I mean, Noctis, whole new style, whole new look. And now he's just stepping on the throat of Iwakuma. Referee on top of things here.
And absolute disrespect there. He is not going for the pin instead of the pin he's going for is reminiscent of a showman's pin. He's not hooking the leg. He doesn't think Ken Iwakuma is worth it. He thinks that he is better than him so much that he stands on him.
Well, Noctis lining his opponent up, but he's given too much time to rest when it comes to Iwakuma. And right now, though, wow, never mind. Just brute strength is Noctis displaying here today.
And the thing with Noctis, Ken Iwakuma is a newcomer to RWA, and maybe he's beating the living hell out of him to prove a point to the locker room.
But Iwakuma has made some strides here in RWA, and oh my goodness, he just came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh my Lord, that hurt me.
That hurt Miley Cyrus. 1, only a count of 1.
That pin was very lazy. If you're going to pin,
count of 2, says our referee, Jeff Jeffries.
When you're going after your opponent, you don't do a lazy pin, and I think...
It's okay, because I understand where you're coming from. Just the power, and this is a whole different Noctis, and I can understand where the confusion lies. Look what he's doing right now. I guess the rule breaking hasn't changed.
This is not the Noctis that I've studied tape on. This is a more vicious Noctis than anything RWA has seen in the past. He seems to be going metaphorically and literally for the throat every move he makes.
Every move he makes, every decided. And wait a minute, oh, he misses that chop in. Oh, here we go. Ken Iwakuma, oh, kick to the midsection. Iwakuma has him, pushes him in. Oh my goodness, did you see how hard he hit on that one?
That looked so painful.
And right now, Noctis, he's choking him. He's not pinning him. Oh my goodness.
And that's one of those moves right there. That could be a pin. The second Iwakuma lifts his shoulder, it's a choke. He has 5 seconds. If he would have stayed on the ground and then lifted his shoulder, he would have only had 2.
Another thing about Noctis is he's been fighting in a lot more territories. He's getting that work in. He's getting pretty much, he's been ready for this match. He has been preparing for this.
And Iwakuma needs to catch his breath if he's going to win this match.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, the Noctis is not catching his breath, and Iwakuma is just staying on top of him, lines him up, and clothesline by Ken Iwakuma. Noctis looks like he's out on his feet, back elbow, and now Ken Iwakuma has him up, drop kick, and a beauty.
That was a hard drop kick to the face, and if I'm Noctis, I'm rolling out of the ring to take a breather.
And right now, he's going to take this opportunity.
I've seen this before.
I've seen this before, so I just can't picture it. Yeah, you too?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it looked familiar.
Maybe it's that California thing.
Yeah, I guess. Right now, though, reverse has him up and drives him on the back of the head. I mean, it was kind of like a modified brainbuster, but my God, Ken Iwakuma is down.
If Noctis gets the pin right now, we're never seeing Great Akuma again.
I know, I miss Great Akuma. I actually do. And right now, rolls him up. 1, 2, no. What? I've seen that before. I've definitely seen that before. Good Lord.
Using the mist.
Has him up. Drops him. He covers him. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Great Akuma is back in RWA thanks to that man.
Your winner, Ken Iwakuma, which means that as of right now, the Great Akuma is reinstated to the RWA.
Congratulations, Ken Iwakuma. And oh my God, has this been a moment here in RWA?
You've missed that. That's
maybe Akuma showed him a couple things. Who knows?
Many great things here at RWA. Unfortunately, many of you know, my little daughter Aya is back in LA right now, sick in the hospital bed. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to hang up my tights for a little bit until my little girl gets better. Before I thank every single one of you guys, with great memories, and I promise I'll see you guys again someday. Swear. Thank you guys.
Alright, as you can hear, Ken Iwakuma, I didn't really want to talk about it until the match was over. His daughter is sick right now, awaiting surgery tomorrow, so prayers and great thoughts go out to Ken Iwakuma.
And I'm touched by that show. You know, he's going to be missed at RWA while he takes care of his family. You can say what you want about me, but that man right there is a man.
Family is first, and I think that's a reoccurring theme at this 10-year anniversary.
Yes, again, Ken Iwakuma victorious, and as a father, Godspeed, my friend, and good luck. And this man right here,
And a total body weight of 452 pounds is losing first from Washington University, Professor Jakob Edwinn.
Professor Jakob Edwinn. And wait a minute, who does he have in store? Look at the size of this guy.
brains and muscle.
I mean, Jacob Edwinn did his homework, and if you look at Rhoden and you look at McBride,
And his mystery partner from Rocky Camp, Maryland, is Ruthless
Jason Radatz. Look at the size of this character. He is huge. And of course, Professor Jacob Edwinn, the answer to RWA's Matt Murdock.
That man's a beast. That man is built like a tank.
Okay, now he has the microphone. Here we go.
Oh boy.
My name is Professor Jacob Edwinn. And this is my surprise tag team partner, Ruthless Jason Radatz.
Man, is he
challenging for the RWA Tag Team Championship. But conveniently, we only have one opponent tonight. Rhoden will be challenging for the RWA Heavyweight Championship tonight, which leaves Bronco McBride all by himself to defend the RWA Tag Team Championships, and that leaves him with a lot of abandonment issues. So let me spell things out for you, West Newton. That means the insurmountable odds that they face tonight have essentially doubled. Which also means you are looking at the new RWA Tag Team Champions. Thank you.
No, thank you.
When I tried to speak to Jacob Edwinn about the breakup of Royal Greatness, all he did was hush me and read his book still.
That makes sense. That literally makes sense. You should be more quiet.
But as a backstage insider, it is my job, and it's a little rude for him to shush me while he's, you know, not really reading.
First of all, don't you shush her. Second of all, what is going through the mind of Bronco McBride right now? I mean, he has to come out here and defend his title. Wait a minute. Wait, okay, there's no love lost between these two. We've seen these two beat the loathing holy hell out of each other.
Rhoden hyping up his tag team partner Bronco, a phenomenal moment.
But does Bronco, what does he have up his sleeve? That's the question, Lola, Tony. I mean, think about this for a minute, guys. Bronco McBride always has a plan.
I like Bronco. I think he's a good wrestler and a better human being. But I will say this, in a 2-on-1 situation, he needs another partner. He needs another partner. This is tag team wrestling.
Yeah.
It's hard to do this stuff handicap style.
If I found a tag team partner tonight, and I have.
See? He found the tag team partner.
My tag team partner is a man that I've always trusted, that's always had my back since day one. And that man is me.
And right now, Bronco McBride, this has just become a handicap match for the RWA Tag Team Championship.
You gotta give it to Bronco. He's really getting in there and proving himself that he can really, you know, trust himself, I guess.
Yeah. But what you gotta worry about, though, Lola, is the tiring, I mean, Edwinn has somebody to tag, you know.
It's not just
Bronco has nobody.
It's not just someone he has to tag. It's Jason Radatz that he has to tag. That man is a huge beast, an athlete, a juggernaut.
I wouldn't go there.
I wouldn't go there if I were.
I wouldn't go there if I were you. There's only one man that's the juggernaut, and he's not here right now to defend his RWA Tag Team title.
I will say that he begged Bronco to trust him to defend the tag team titles, but when Teddy Long put him in a RWA Heavyweight Championship match, things changed dramatically.
Well, Bronco McBride, talking about dramatics, just took both competitors out by diving through those ropes. My God. And Bronco McBride is just going to town on both these individuals right now as we speak. Right now, Edwinn trying to crawl out of the ring. And Bronco now, oh, wait a minute, got that foot.
What I was trying to say, and I kind of messed up a little bit, is that Jakob seemed to try to think about this as if Juggernaut was going to be in this match against him. So he got someone who is Juggernaut-like. Juggernaut-like, rather.
So what you're saying is, Edwinn's kind of dug deep and found the Colossus to Bronco's Juggernaut.
Exactly.
See? Everybody made fun of me about comic books. Totally using them right now.
And you cannot discredit and count Bronco out. He has been a two-time Pennsylvania regional champion.
We're talking about Colossus, and right now, Jason Radatz is just pounding away here on Bronco McBride. And guys, we don't know too much about him. And of course, Bronco didn't have time to do any homework. And it is showing because Jason Radatz making quite the debut here at RWA February Fury. And right now, what? Slam. We said slam him, and the professor kind of shouting out some orders here.
He's controlling him like a beast.
Yeah, but Radatz is giving some dirty looks here.
Is that Bronco's tooth on the mat?
No, but I'll tell you what, Edwinn right now, we know his history with tag team partners, guys, and they've kind of imploded every time he's tried to do something here.
Well, when you're that intelligent, it's hard for the unintelligent to deal with you.
You're saying he's intelligent, but if he was intelligent, he would still have the tag team titles, and Noctis would still be his partner. Just saying.
That is very true, but the last time that they defended the tag team championship, they wound up fighting each other, and when Royal Greatness fell apart, it seems like Edwinn is still obsessed with being in the tag team division. I don't know why.
Well, he found quite a individual to share that tag team titles with if need be. Bronco McBride were to lose this match. This Jason Radatz is the full package. I mean, this guy is just an enforcer, you could say. A powerhouse. Look at him go. And here he catches that, and maybe he's done his homework on Bronco McBride. That's the question.
He had to have. And you see the shots he's taking. This is good. This is good. Because we are now in effectively a handicap match, Bronco is now losing air, losing it from his body. He's controlling the match. Radatz is controlling the match, and Bronco doesn't have a partner to tag out.
I definitely question his decision to come out by himself to defend the tag team championship.
Well, what I can say right now is, oh, wait a minute now, Bronco McBride rearranging the chin, and oh, no. Jason Radatz on top of his game here, and good Lord, the ruthless one with that back elbow, and Bronco is down, and here comes the professor, Jakob Edwinn. He is in now. Oh, now he's going to just deliver those blows. He looks a little upset that Daredevil was canceled on Netflix. But right now, again, like I said before, and I'll say it again, RWA's answer to Matt Murdock in complete control of this, and I think the professor's plan is starting to work.
It's definitely effective right now, because you see Bronco, he hasn't really mounted an offense since the opening bell.
And right now, Bronco, I mean, he started off things strong, Lola. He wanted to take him on by himself, but I think it's starting to bite him.
And on social media, John Rhoden did ask Teddy Long to let him be in this match.
And if you looked at it, he came out with him, but Bronco kind of sent him to the back, you could say.
And he does have a lot of different issues. Well, technically, neither of them trust each other, but when they're there in the ring together, the chemistry is insane.
And one thing, give Edwinn and Radatz credit where credit's due. Fresh tags left and right. They are making sure there's a fresh man in that ring with a pretty much, I wouldn't say beaten yet, but tired Bronco McBride.
Gassed. I think the word you're looking for is gassed, because Bronco's taking punishment after punishment.
And right now, Radatz just delivering the goods to Bronco McBride. Bronco McBride in that corner now. Radatz, oh, wait a minute, reversal. And Bronco McBride charging back up and over, catches himself. That is not a good place to be. We saw that in the first match. And over, flies through. And here comes Death Proof. There's a reason they call him Death Proof, folks. Oh, reversal by Radatz. And oh, catches him with a face breaker. This could be a 1, 2, and no. Only a 2 count.
And then going right back to the tag after that 2 count, holding the arms down, making sure that Bronco cannot protect himself. The Professor has a game plan going on right now, and it's a solid one.
Well, wait a minute. They're starting a little bit of arguing there, but I don't think too much. I think maybe he was just shouting out some plans there.
But the thing about Jakob Edwinn, he only thinks about Jakob Edwinn.
Yes.
No.
What?
No. That is a professor teaching a student how this goes.
But to be fair, he is still chasing that former glory, and it's getting to his head and making his ego bigger, and I think that's going to cost him this match.
Have you ever had a teacher try to teach you anything? For example, I'm going to try to teach you something. Speak when spoken to.
Why would I listen to you? You're not my teacher.
Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and step in here as Gandalf, I guess, could. And right now, Bronco McBride kicking the midsection of the Professor, but Bronco McBride is going to have a huge hill to climb here. He's tired at all. Edwinn catching him. Drop kick by Edwinn, and guys, I'll have to say this. Edwinn is, he's no stranger to the tag team game, and I think that's why he feels he should, oh, wait a minute. That air, again, like Kincaid said earlier, that air being squeezed out of Bronco McBride.
And that is a sleeper hold. Not only is it a locked in, oh, wait a minute.
What power! Oh, wait a minute, but Edwinn, again, using his smarts to get out of harm's way, and right now, Death Proof. Okay, he just asked the crowd if they could count, and yes, Wes Newton has counted to 10. I've heard it before. Speaking of that, 10 years. Oh, wait a minute now. Death Proof has him up. Powered bomb, and he just snapped him on the back of his head. Edwinn is down. I mean, Edwinn better make a tag here. I would say Bronco the same, but Bronco has nobody to tag.
Whoever gets up first is going to have control of this match.
I'm not sure about that, Lola, because you got to remember, when Jakob gets up, he has someone to tag. When Bronco gets up, he has an empty corner.
He has Casper the Friendly Ghost. I mean, that's basically what's happening here. And Edwinn looking back. Radatz asking for the tag. What? Oh. Again, implosion.
Edwinn only focusing on himself.
I'm a fan of Edwinn, and I've questioned this maneuver because look at what's happening. Bronco has now gotten air. If he would have tagged Radatz, Radatz is a fresh man, and he could have continued the pressure.
But Edwinn, just like a Sith Jedi, always thinking in absolutes and wanting to punish Bronco. I mean, these two do not like each other. That's all there is to it. There's a lot of hatred, a lot of just angry things. And wait a minute, Bronco has him up, Death Proof. Has Edwinn up. He needs to land this. Radatz in the ring. Whoa. Oh my God, what straight by Bronco McBride. He had them both up. I mean, he caught that Colossus. Oh my goodness. You're right. Again, why is Edwinn doing this? Radatz obviously knows what he's doing. 1, 2, he just wants the glory. And no, Professor, you are denied. Edwinn cannot believe what just happened. He is just beside himself.
I really can't blame Radatz either. Radatz put some power in. That was not a friendly tag.
No, Radatz is getting fed up. That's all there is to it. He is getting fed up with this. And right now, the Professor to the top has him up and catches him.
My.
It's over, folks. That has to be it. We have new... Wait a minute.
Wow.
Is he really doing this?
The Professor wants the tag.
Jakob is costing himself this match.
Is he costing him the match, or is he making sure to finish it? Because he's the veteran and knows what he's doing.
Bronco kicked out! Bronco just kicked out. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Lola, but Bronco just kicked out of that. And my God, that little time that they argued, that gave Bronco McBride.
Is that a tag?
That was a tag. That was a tag like, well, he owed him money. Especially if you're on the corner of 5th and never mind. Up and over. And if I'm Jason Radatz, I'm walking out of this. My God, especially a man that size, you should refer to him as Sir.
Jakob is clearly
drop kicking.
He's Gory, and it's apparent right now.
Rolls him up. 3, it's over. Bronco McBride, just like that, has retained the RWA Tag Team titles.
Oh my God.
We'll leave it up to Hank here. First of all, Bronco McBride, congratulations, and I'll tell you what, if there's anybody to blame in that ring right now, it is not Jason Radatz, it is the Professor, Jakob Edwinn, and
I completely agree. He is absolutely pissed. It shows.
I don't know. I think this is a young tag team. They're going to have to talk some things out. It happens to people all the time. Partners disagree. We all know this.
but Jason Radatz, did you see what Edwinn just said? It's all your fault. He's blaming it on him. Are you kidding me? What is going through the Professor's mind right now? If he would have just made a tag, those two would be holding gold right now. Oh no.
This is just a student-teacher conference, guys. Calm down. These things happen. Oh no.
Yep, I'm about, okay.
This is escalating.
If y'all remember the X-Men issues, Professor X died by the hand of his Colossus, and now we're seeing it in real life. Welcome to RWA, Jason Radatz. Next time, associate yourself with a better company. Wait a minute, the crowd wants it one more time. Here we go again, and Davey Boy Smith is Flower Slam. Good Lord. Holy shnikes.
Jason just made a statement.
Yeah, I would have to agree. That statement was, ouch. Get out of my way.
Dear Jakob Edwinn, how's your implosion? Go ahead and grade that there, Mr. Professor. This man right here is full of himself. I actually got to talk to him backstage, and he's very despicable, very arrogant. I'm talking about this man right here. Jonathan David Luallen would like to be known as JDL. I already heard it 3 times from the man backstage. And this man, what can I say, full of himself. He is pretty much the, excuse me, I better say it the right way because he already signed Tony to walk over me, the reigning, defending Southern Heavyweight Champion.
Say it again with me, the reigning, defending Southern Heavyweight Champion.
But we're not talking about just the promotion out south, folks. I'm talking, he thinks he's the champion of the whole South.
He is looking like he's champion of baby oil right now.
Well, I mean, the man wants to show off, I guess. I don't know what to say about that. All I can say is, but if you're going to debut in RWA, this opponent is a man who you don't.
Take in this music. Take in this music.
Oh, I'm taking it in because this crowd is about to blow up. Pretty much a dear friend of mine, I'll say it. I'm talking about that man right there, Gory. That's right, Gory making his way to the ring. Can you hear this capacity? Sold out crowd. That's right, our first sold out crowd here at RWA. 300 strong, cheering for Jason Gory.
And man, oh man, this man is a psychopath and scares the living hell out of me.
He should. He don't like you as it is. Go on, Lola.
Gory is the madman, but he's phenomenal in the ring.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Gory against JDL. If you're JDL, what is going through your mind right now?
If I were JDL, I'd be changing my underwear.
No, if you're JDL, you're looking at this little cosplay dress-up guy running around in the ring, and you're thinking, look at me and look at that pipsqueak. JDL is built like a tank.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. You said, let me get this right, cosplay dress-up guy. That's what you called Gory, right?
I'm going to be telling him that later.
Yeah, okay, you want to do it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's your first assignment, dear, on your first day here at RWA Commentary. You can go ahead and tell Gory what Tony said.
Oh, I will report it to everyone.
Oh, okay, he's going to go ahead and play the violin.
Oh, it looked like he was doing something else, but okay.
Well, that'll be a quick, small job.
Can we focus on the match, you guys? Can we, like, talk about...
Oh, we are. What we're trying to say is this there, Tony, before, you know, rudely interrupted, that JDL has quite the job ahead of him with Jason Gory here. I mean, think about this for a minute. This is a man who claims to be the champion of the whole South. Not a promotion in the South, the whole South.
Did you look at the title? Did you get a good look at the title when you talked to him earlier? What does it say on that title?
Southern Heavyweight Champion.
Then that's what he is.
But you can't be the champion of the whole South.
In any case, Jason Gory is going to destroy the, quote, entire South.
Well, JDL a little scared there, and again, Gory playing some mind games, chasing JDL.
And yeah, when this becomes a wrestling match, JDL is probably going to shine. You look at his physique, he seems to be built, but you also have to look at his pedigree. This man is a decorated athlete.
And Gory's not. Gory doesn't have any pedigree. I mean, multiple titles held, multiple areas, wrestled in Mexico, all around the world. You want me to keep going?
No.
Okay, I just thought I'd help you out there. Just saying. And now these two are locking up here, and JDL starting to overpower Gory, getting him in that opposite corner. Referee trying to break it up here. Wow.
JDL showing some disrespect to Gory.
I mean, has he shown any respect since he's been here?
Can you blame him? He's the entire champion of the entire South.
But you're champion of nothing.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Tony here. We're talking about the guys in the ring. And the thing is, we got one champion, self-proclaimed champion of the South, taking on a man who's held multiple titles, especially 2 Cruiserweight championships here at RWA. And, an RWA tag team titles with his reign with Generation Dead and G-Raver. Boy, I sound like you right now. Sorry, Lola.
And the thing is with Gory, yes, he's very decorated, but with him and G-Raver, he is the Generation Dead is the backbone for the RWA tag team division.
Yes, you're right. They have set the bar completely.
But this is not a tag team match. This is a singles match, and I don't see G-Raver's not here, right? I didn't see him. Okay, then we're fine.
Are you?
You're safe.
For now.
But all I'm saying is this. What the heck are they saying? They were saying some derogatory things to our West Newton faithful here.
I gotta cover my ears.
Oh no, you're okay.
Okay.
All right, and now squeezing the head is JDL, the self-proclaimed champion of the South, and now Gory starting to deliver it to his ribs, sends him into the ropes. What a shoulder block! That was impressive.
And that's power versus finesse right there. That is power that, no offense to Gory, a little bit of offense to Gory, he doesn't have that power.
Oh wait, misses with a chop, and JDL countering him here. Maybe he's done his homework here on Jason Gory. Drop kick and a beauty.
Gory is hungry, and when he gets going on that momentum, there is no stopping him.
He might be hungry, but all you have to do is feed him a rare steak and he'll be fine.
But right now he's biting. Oh, those fingers, and he's biting! Is he biting? No, he's not. I thought he was going to bite. I'm used to him just biting people. And now he's just stretching those fingers to JDL, and oh! Up and over. Here we go. Gory where he's best. Right off those ropes. Uses it. Catches him. Hurricanrana and a beauty. And misses the clothesline. JDL in trouble. Again. The pride of the South. Out of his feet here. And there it is. Biting. Good Lord. How's your fingers, JDL? Good Lord. One more time. Up, swings him around. Catches him. With it. It's like watching Qbert. Oh, but JDL.
One too many bounces by Gory there, and he just got cracked in his nuts.
And chasing Gory in trouble. He should have wore a cup. Wow, is this crowd letting JDL... You want to talk about a warm welcome from West Newton. The champion of the whole South, I guess.
Can you put some respect on his name?
How can you respect someone that's holding a... Go ahead.
How can you respect someone with that much baby oil?
Well, you know, I mean, the baby oil... I don't know. Maybe that's his own thing. I can't believe...
Match, people. Focus on the match.
Well, he's in the match, and he's wearing baby oil. I guess that's what happened. But what a vicious body slam there. You guys are horrible. Oh, and now Jason Gory in trouble. One, you're not going to pin Jason Gory like that. JDL, I mean, his arrogance, my God.
But if you want, look at how much energy Gory is exuding on these pins. He's having to kick out full force every kick, and Gory is smaller than JDL, which means he's expending more and more energy every kick out. As a wear down tactic that shows incredible ring presence from JDL.
You're completely underestimating Gory because regardless, he is going...
He's going to where he needs to be, and look, oh my God, look at the power of JDL. Pardon me, Lola, did not mean to cut you off. But right now, just has him up and drives him down to the mat. Good Lord. JDL's on it.
I think once Gory can catch his breath and get himself together, we are going to see...
We have definitely seen what we're doing here. And what the thing is, one thing about Gory, we've seen Gory in this position before, Lola. We've seen this before, Tony. And, oh, he's arguing that that was a 3 count. Come on.
I am not saying Gory's not tough. I'd be an idiot to not think Gory is a very impressive wrestler. But we are talking power versus finesse, and on the offensive side of the game, we're looking at JDL put force into these things.
And a lot of the time, size doesn't really matter. Of course, you would know that. But you can see Gory is getting his momentum back.
And right now, a knee lift, JDL, and I mean, if you want to talk about size, right now, JDL knee lifting. Did you see how hard Gory flew? My God. And now Gory's having trouble getting up. I mean, he could have broke a rib on that one.
And can you really be shocked by this? Can you be shocked by this? Be honest with yourselves. You look at JDL, you look at Gory. What do you see?
Go ahead.
Gory is a madman. That's what I see. And once he gets it together, like you just seen.
Yes, right there. I mean, look at the flexibility, because they just delivered this, just high flying. And here he comes again off that rope. And oh, wait a minute, JDL just stopped me in my tracks there. I'll give him credit where credit's due. He caught Gory right when he needed to catch him.
You can be as high flying as humanly possible. You get punched in the mouth, you're going to fall to the ground. And that is what JDL is playing on.
And JDL right now, like, has to stay on top of Gory. If he does not stay on top of Gory, do not
disrespect.
Yeah, do not disrespect this man. Do not count this man out. But then again, JDL is showing why we shouldn't count him out either. JDL is showing some impressive everything, you can say, wrestling moves. He's playing the crowd. He's getting the crowd fired up. But right now, he needs to stay on top. He cannot be talking to him. He can't be. And, oh, wait a minute. He thought he had him, and boot by Gory. Oh, he grabbed that foot.
The top rope is Jason Gory's home.
Yeah, but right now, JDL is invading that home and is taking it to Jason Gory on that second rope. I mean, give credit where credit's due, Lola. JDL has countered Jason Gory quite a few times on some of the maneuvers we've seen in this ring before.
Yeah, and no.
He's fighting, though. And JDL's fallen. And wait a minute. Maybe I was too quick to talk there. 450! 1, 2, 3, it's over! And Gory capitalizing on what I could say, some arrogance of JDL. What a match!
Arrogance? Gory bit him!
17 seconds! Your winner, the Newest Plague, Gory!
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is a wrestling match. Gory bites him after JDL's been controlling the entire match.
But do whatever is possible.
He has a point that you both have valid points, but the simple fact is JDL should have known Gory bites. Bottom line, and what a way. I mean, thrown off his game. JDL had a counter for everything Gory had to throw at him in that match. But once you let your guard down just one time, it takes one time, and Gory capitalizes. You've seen it before, Lola's seen it before, and my God, we've seen it tonight here at February Fury.
I am not dissing Gory for being an athletic man. I'm saying he bit another human being. How are we rewarding this?
I'm still going to tell him what he said, so.
Well, the bottom line is this, guys. Gory was rewarded a win because of A, JDL's arrogance, and number 2, you just don't mess with Jason Gory. Boom. Shotgun Tony Gunn making his way to the ring, and this is what he's been wanting, folks.
This is what he gets. He's been asking for this for months.
He's been meddling to get this for months.
He's been asking. He's been asking nicely. He's been a gentleman.
I kind of agree with Lola here. Meddling is definitely the word, Tony.
No.
And probably, how can I put it, the most decorated, one of the best competitors we've ever had here in RWA. I'm talking about the bad boy himself, Shane Andrews. And one thing about Shane Andrews,
he is a two-time RWA Cruiserweight champion for a combined 300 days, and not to mention, he is one of the longest previous reigning RWA heavyweight champions, get this, for 600 days.
and another thing too, you got the greatest music ever in RWA history. Honestly, the greatest music ever.
Agreed.
And one thing about the bad boy, you don't, once you poke the bear enough times, you're about to get bit, and I think that is the case when it comes to the shotgun Tony Gunn. The bad boy Shane Andrews making his way to the ring. My God, there's no love lost when it comes to Tony Gunn and Shane Andrews.
No, these two hate each other and hate each other. Now here's the interesting thing. Remember, this is a triple threat match, and if these two hate each other, the third man coming in hates both of them just as much.
Tony, I gotta cut you off. Give it up one time.
That's right, give it up one time for your RWA PA Regional Champion, Cleveland native, J-Rocc.
Everywhere J-Rocc goes, especially to the ring, he shows his confidence. He shows that he is a true champion. He has been PA Regional Champion for over 200 days. Not to mention, he has over 200 matches under his belt.
Yeah, that's great. That's all amazing. Here's the thing. His title's on the line tonight, but he doesn't have to be pinned. He is in a situation that doesn't bode well for him.
Well, I will say this, guys. If you look at that ring right now, J-Rocc making waves. Andrews, like always, making waves. But Tony Gunn has made title waves lately. I mean, capturing the OVW Championship, defeating Abyss, and I think it's next week he's taking on Sami Callihan. So, all three of these guys have made names for themselves in this business.
I do have to ask, in December we saw Shane Andrews and J-Rocc tag team against Tony Gunn, so we have to wonder if they're going to team up to take him out of the equation.
This isn't... You know what?
That's
He's
not good.
already confident that he has this, and I gotta give Tony credit. First of all, great first name. Second of all, great confidence going into this triple threat match.
The simple fact is, really great first name. Okay, but back to the match at hand. he has poked both these bears, and now he is stuck in the cave with both bears. That's the question. So I'm wondering, are we going to see a little bit of, like Lola predicted, some double team action here? Because I don't blame Andrews, nor do I blame J-Rocc for wanting to rip off Shotgun Tony Gunn's head.
But at the end of the day, it's every man for himself.
Yeah, Lola, you just took the words out of my mouth. I do not think it's smart for J-Rocc and Shane Andrews to jump on Tony Gunn and then take it themselves on. I think that it'd be smart for all three of them to come to an agreement and just give Tony Gunn the title.
Understand what a triple threat is?
Well, you have a point there, but the thing is, if you look right now... Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh, here we go. Typical Tony Gunn.
Bye-bye.
Typical Tony. Any Tony in general.
No.
Always letting other people do the work.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to disagree with you vehemently because you're an idiot. Tony Gunn is being very intelligent here.
Cat and mouse. Cat and mouse.
Again, cat and mouse here, and Tony Gunn, well, I'd say more like a rat. If you really want to get technical.
We want to talk about cowards. Look who's outside the ring right now, and who's inside the ring. J-Rocc doesn't want to battle either of these guys.
Aw, you're going to put down poor J-Rocc because he's letting both his opponents run off some energy.
Tony taking his seat, playing some mind games?
Well, Tony Gunn has refused to come in the ring, so I guess Andrews and J-Rocc are going to give the fans what they paid for, a wrestling match. So these two are about to lock up here and a sign of respect, which both these guys you've seen in the past have respected each other completely. And I mean, Tony Gunn's going to sit out there. I mean, I think he took a small child's...
And there it is.
Here we go, and oh no. Tony Gunn thought he had the upper hand, and well, it blew up in his face.
And that seems to be a recurring theme. His meddling has cost him.
But I can't believe what I'm seeing here. They're inviting him into the ring here. And
Shane Andrews is clearly a gentleman.
And right now, oh, look at that. Shane Andrews playing some mind games. He's done this before where he's... If J-Rocc had any... Oh, wait a minute. You better... J-Rocc saying, ignore him. Let's just get this match started. Again, this is for the PA Regional Championship. And Gunn just waiting like a snake outside that ring.
He's not waiting like a snake. Tonys do not wait like snakes. They analyze.
Go on, Lola.
And to throw back, these two are very familiar with each other. J-Rocc has faced Shane Andrews whenever he was RWA Heavyweight Champion.
You are correct, and I'll tell you what, Lola, like you said before, I mean, these two don't really need to watch tape. But then again, both of these guys have been in the ring with that competitor. That's right, Tony Gunn, and there he comes again, and back body drop. And, okay, again, the meddling has started, but the meddling is starting to backfire one more time, and drop kick by Andrews. Has that headlock applied on J-Rocc, not letting it go now. And J-Rocc, what is going through the mind of J-Rocc right now? Again, Kincaid brought up a great point. J-Rocc doesn't have to be pinned to lose his title. And right now, setting them into the ropes. And there he goes, Gunn. J-Rocc gonna let it drop kick, and did he just go face first off a chair? Lola, you got better sight than me. Did he hit his face off that chair?
It looked like it.
Good.
Tony Gunn really doesn't need his face anyway.
And back and forth they go. I think I just seen Gunn's nipple go into the third row.
Oh, no, I see it right over there.
Oh, he got his ears. And oh boy, shotgun off the ropes. Oh, wait a minute. Smart maneuver. Is he really leaving?
No, that makes complete sense. Tony Gunn is absolutely right. It's 2 against 1. It's unfair.
But focusing in the ring, we have Shane Andrews and J-Rocc locking up.
And rightfully so. I mean, if someone's going to remove themselves from a triple threat match and cost themselves a chance to be an RWA champion, a PA regional champion, excuse me, then let him go. Let him be a whiny baby.
It seems too fishy.
Too fishy.
What kind of fish would he be?
trout. All right, and back to the match at hand. And these two just back and forth. They are no strangers to this business, to this industry. ROH, TNA, they've done it all.
No, since I got to RWA, I've seen these two face off against each other in amazing matches and amazing feats. I'm really impressed with the work level that both J-Rocc and Shane Andrews bring, because every time they get in the ring, it's fighting for the life, the love of the business. They are kicking the crap out of each other for the fans, and I do give them credit. I know it sounds like I hate. Dang, that hurt.
Okay, J-Rocc's knees just turned into jelly after that chop.
I'll ask you guys this.
Oh no, wait a minute. I've seen this man's chops, and good lord.
So can we pay $20 to get Tony chopped by J-Rocc?
Which Tony? That Tony?
Not Tony.
Tony Kincaid? I don't know if that'd be
Going
good.
back to the match, both of these men are masters of the chop.
And they're staging him left and right, Tony. I mean, they are giving... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now J-Rocc. Good lord.
That's
Catches it.
hard.
Off the ropes he goes. Back elbow. And Andrews in trouble. Only a 2 count. That was close. Could you imagine being Tony Gunn backstage if that would have been the pinfall right there?
It's 2-on-1. What do you want Tony Gunn to do?
It was not 2-on-1. He made it 2-on-1 by being a slime ball. And these two exchange it left and right. They are just hurting each other.
Tony Gunn is always up to something. I just get a weird feeling.
But right now, Lola, where we got to concentrate is what's in that ring, and a little bit of an avalanche by J-Rocc, and he is just using that corner. Reverse leg sweep. 1, 2, and no. These two already taking it to each other and going 100%. I mean, Tony pointed that out earlier. But right now, like, Shane Andrews slow to get up. I mean, J-Rocc just working him completely.
To Shane's credit, though, he is one of the few men that can match J-Rocc's power in this locker room.
I admit, you're right there. And right now, there's that martial arts background trained by Mr. Fuji himself.
Rest in peace.
Good lord, and just catches him. My God. Fuji'd be proud if he's seen what his student has done in this business so far.
To look at the match from a microcosm, you're watching two men who are actually really solid in most forms of professional wrestling. They are good strikers. They're good mat technicians. They can fly, as Shane just showed right then and there. It is really impressive to see what these two bring to a ring when they have a match.
They're owning this ring right now. And I hate to agree with you, but...
And right now, he is just taking it to J-Rocc, though. Shane Andrews trying to gain some momentum here. Oh, wait a minute. These two not letting go of each other. Oh, J-Rocc missing. And they just knocked each other out. I mean, my God. Both are out on their feet here.
They're practically mirroring each other.
Now, here we go.
And again, the ultimate opportunist.
I told you.
I was going to say, because this is technically a triple threat match, there is no countouts, there is no double DQs, there's no 10 count for both people being down. This is actually really smart by Tony Gunn. Tony's really smart in this situation. He let both of them fight each other and is now coming in, reinserting himself into the match and making sure that he gets what his goal is, which is the PA Regional title.
Well, Gunn, I mean, look at him. He is trying to take advantage here of two. I mean, he played it smart in a way, but in a coward kind of way. And
Tonys are not cowards.
He's been poking at these two for months now, so he's going to get what's coming eventually.
And right now, he is just taking it to both of them. Tony Gunn taking advantage here, kneeing them in the face. And again, announcing this is the Gunn Show.
Click, click, boom!
But it must have had pretty much an intermission when he left.
If this is the Gunn Show, can I refund my ticket?
Possibly.
Okay,
we'll have to look into that. Yeah, definitely look into that. And right now, lifts him up and, oh, I thought he was going to body slam him, but he tried to catch him and it looked like a dragon sleeper. 1, 2, and no. Could you imagine if,
oh my God.
That was a kick to the face and Gunn out the ring. I mean, Rock was trying to help himself out there. It actually worked out pretty good. 2 and no. Only a count of 2 and oh, kick to the midsection. Off the ropes he goes, he catches him. Spine buster, double A style. 1, 2, and no. I thought Rock had him on that one. I mean, what? He just drove Shane Andrews into the ground.
The air that J-Rocc got Shane Andrews up and down, the force, you could feel it in the floor. You could feel it in the floor. That was a powerful spine buster.
And right now, both of these guys to their feet. I mean, that spine buster took a little bit out of J-Rocc, and he was the one that delivered it.
Oh, I see some. Oh, okay. Look away.
And right now, he is just delivering the goods. And Shane Andrews catches him.
That is a wedgie.
Oh, wait a minute now. Wait. Tony Gunn flips him up. Oh my God. 2 and no. Shane Andrews took all of that. And J-Rocc catches him. Spins him out. Power bomb.
Pin him.
Got him. 1, 2 and no.
Wow.
Lola, the referee had to wait. I mean, that has to be a locked-in pin before you jump the gun there, and he didn't. Speaking of Gunn, good Lord. I cannot believe what I just saw.
Where's the starter pistol?
I don't know what to say about that one. Ouch. You're very cold sometimes, dear.
Time out.
It's the mood.
Time out. So, let's look at this and take a snapshot of what we're looking at. J-Rocc in the match, in the ring, with Tony Gunn. Shane Andrews to the back, beating each other up. This is what professional wrestling at RWA is. This is amazing.
What I gotta say is this, though. Did you see how Gunn quickly got out of the pile driver, J-Rocc? Because you know nobody gets up. Oh, wait a minute. The gun lock almost completely locked in here. If he gets this over, this is it. We're going to have a new champion.
It's locked in. It's locked in.
But Shane Andrews now sliding in that ring. If J-Rocc taps, that's it. And super kick to the back of the head. Good Lord. How's your face, Tony Gunn? And right now, all 3 competitors slow to get up here. I mean, J-Rocc's legs have to feel like jello right now.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity that all 3 men have brought to this as a roll-up occurs.
Small package!
All these men are trying. They are hungry for that title.
And right now, who's the hungriest is the question, but it looks like Shane Andrews now has that. No, he's saying no. My God, J-Rocc has taken the Gunn's lock and figure 4. And wait a minute, what's Gunn doing? Gunn is slowly climbing here. Gunn better get to his feet and do something here. Up and over. Catches him, rolls him. 2 and no. That's impressive. Shane Andrews kept the figure 4 and rolled Tony Gunn up. But no cigar on that one.
No, and really, you've got to give credit to J-Rocc right there for dealing with that pain. That's awful. First the gun lock and then the figure 4. I couldn't do it. Neither could you, Doc.
No, I couldn't do anything these guys do in this ring. But right now, and he misses him. And there we go. This is Shane Andrews on that one. And now Shane Andrews going to the top. If Andrews lands this could be it. But then again, Rock to his feet. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Rock didn't see him. That wasn't even intentional right there. I mean, Rock can barely stand.
But with it going this long, you have to wonder who's going to start using the dirty tactics.
Why is your mind automatically going to dirty tactics? These 3 men are amazing competitors.
They are amazing competitors, but they're expending so much energy to the point where you're going to have to do whatever it takes.
And whatever it takes means kicking it into your 4th gear, your 5th gear. Exactly what, you don't have to always be a cheater like you. Some people can actually be good wrestlers.
At least I didn't cheat to be on this commentary team.
And right now, if anybody's about to earn it, it is Tony Gunn. And oh God, he has him up. Powerbomb. And wait a minute. Oh, double stomp.
We have a new champ.
No, wait a minute. Gunn throws him out the ring.
Oh, no.
Rolls up. Are you kidding me? 2. Oh, only a 3 count. And Andrews grabbing that foot in the nick of time. Tony Gunn almost capitalizing on that. Oh my God, these 2 beating the heck out of each other. Again, J-Rocc really got hurt. He could barely walk. Oh, wait a minute.
What's he thinking?
A man of that size comes crashing down on you. You're going to feel it the next morning.
He's really taking a chance.
Oh my God. Give it up one time. This is about to hurt. Oh my. Rock catches them both. Holy shnikes.
First class.
J-Rocc to the top. Takes them both out. I know his legs were hurting now. I wonder how they feel at this exact moment.
And all three men are down on the ground. And now we have to find out who are the first two to get back in the ring. Who's the first one to get a move of those two? Who's the first? And it looks like J-Rocc's the first one up.
J-Rocc got that little bit of, what you gotta say, that adrenaline is kicked in for J-Rocc. And right now, it's just J-Rocc and Shane Andrews in that ring. Oh, he's lining them up. Catches him with that forearm. Catches him again. Andrews out on his feet. Oh, wait a minute. Andrews delivering him back. Here's your receipt, Rock. Wait a minute, though. Tony Gunn is sneaking in the back there. Lola, do you see him?
Yeah, obviously he looks like he doesn't know where he is, but obviously he is up to something.
Well, I mean, if J-Rocc landed on your head, you wouldn't know where you're at either. I mean, oh, wait a minute, though. In the ring, rolls him up. Andrews has him. Do we have a new champ? No. Up and over, catches him. Click, click, boom from the top. Look at Shane Andrews' face. He's out completely, kicked to the midsection. J-Rocc has him up. Back body drop by Shotgun Tony Gunn. Gunn catches. Oh, I thought Gunn was going for the German. Rolls him up. This could be it. 1, 2, and no. Has him. He has the tights. He has the tights. No! You gotta be kidding me.
We have a new champ, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God.
RWA Regional Champion, Shotgun Tony Gunn.
Incredible! Incredible!
Are you
Incredible!
kidding me? He has the time.
Incredible!
You're
Amazing
right.
maneuver! That man is bringing it for the name of Tony everywhere. My God, that was gorgeous! Shut up!
Shotgun Tony Gunn is going to ruin that champion.
Oh my God, that title looks great around his. Put it on your waist, bud. Let me see it on your waist. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I have to see it.
You have some drool on your mouth.
All I'm going to say is this. Both of you calm down for 1 minute. What has happened is Tony Gunn has played both Shane Andrews and J-Rocc like a fiddle, and he has escaped here with the RWA PA Regional Champion matches on tonight's card. And oh my God. Oh, here he is. Jordan Styles making his way to the ring. Pretty much the Anakin Skywalker to Reverend Ron Hunt's Darth Vader. And it is teacher versus student here tonight.
I think you were mentioning, you're talking about Ben Kenobi to Anakin Skywalker in that phase. The important thing is that this is very personal coming into tonight. Jordan and Rev have some serious issues they have to work out tonight.
But in the process, it can cost Jordan his friendship.
I really don't care. I hope they both kill each other. That's how I look at it. I hope this self-implodes in the middle of the ring, folks.
The red has spoken.
Probably the man with the most elaborate entrances ever in RWA history. Oh my!
Rev is rolling out in open style.
But here's the thing, Mama Rev is out there too. Oh my!
You know it's personal when Mama Rev is out.
Lady himself, weighing 200.
legacy, you could say, excuse me, the pulpit, I guess. And he has his work cut out for him tonight because, folks, if you really want to think about it, Ron Hunt and Jordan Styles have been pretty much on an intimate level. And what I mean by that is they've traveled together, they've trained together. Hell, wait a minute, and Ron Hunt a little too quick there and a little too smart. Jordan Styles, I think, pretty much not showing he was the successful one in that little backstabbing.
To be fair, there would be no Jordan Styles, the successful Saint, without Rev.
You know, I gotta disagree with you on that. Jordan has shown multiple times over the last few months that he is his own man. He is above the pulpit. He's above the Reverend Ron Hunt.
What do you mean he's above Ron Hunt? I mean, they're both the same. Scum. Go on.
But, they, like you said, they did travel together. They practically came up together. So the fact is that Jordan's ego has outgrown Rev.
And right now, in Jordan catching Ron Hunt, the thing Ron Hunt's going to have to put in perspective here is Jordan knows his playbook. Yeah. So I really hope Ron Hunt has changed up some things.
It's interesting. Both these men have trained together. Lola brought this up. They've trained together. They've traveled together. They've fought together. They've fought each other. Now is where they're going to start fighting each other. And it's interesting to watch because we're talking about two people who are mirror images of each other in belief systems. But Jordan is bringing a lot of fury to this right now.
He just spit on the shirt of Ron Hunt, and technically he has already spit in the face of Ron Hunt pretty much in the past months.
And now he's choking him.
I spoke to the successful Saint, and he said that I got Rev to where he is and pulled him through his career.
First of all, he just threw Ron Hunt's shirt on his mama. You don't throw something at someone's mother.
That woman scares the bejesus out of me.
Woman scares the bejesus out of me. Well, to you, yes. She does make one hell of a spaghetti. Ask Chris Taylor. But back to the match at hand. The successful Saint now getting some successful punches in on his predecessor, Ron Hunt. And what if Jordan Styles is able to pull the upset tonight and pull the wool over the Reverend Hunt?
Is it an upset, though? Let's think about this. Jordan has not lost a singles match yet. So is it an upset, or are we talking about two evenly matched people in a one-on-one competition?
Well, he just hurt the Ron Hunt's knee, and Ron Hunt trying to catch himself, but Ron Hunt is grabbing his knee, and again, Jordan Styles is actually trying to decimate Ron Hunt from head to toe.
They do know each other's playbooks, but however, Jordan has been riding Rev's coattails.
Ouch! That's some big words there, Lola. What if spine buster, and if anything, when it comes to coattails, Jordan Styles just slammed Ron Hunt on his.
I gotta kind of poke a little bit into you saying him riding coattails, okay? I don't know if it's riding coattails or they both learned the art together.
It's riding coattails because obviously Jordan has been trying to technically interfere in Rev's matches, and Rev has made it clear he wanted to win matches by himself. And this is why this is happening, is because Rev got fed up.
Yeah, but Rev wasn't fed up a couple months ago, but I'm not going to get into that. DDT on the apron, and my God, there's no give when it comes to the apron. That's all I got to say about that. But you know what? The Rev, I have to say this, the Rev did just hit the hardest part of the wrestling ring.
God damn.
You're so upset, Tony.
I mean, your guy's winning right here. Didn't you just buy his t-shirt? And he didn't even have to threaten you like last month.
Oh, and going, looking at this, you gotta, I'm ignoring both of you. You got to look exactly at where Jordan is targeting Rev. He is targeting him in spots that he knows. Oh my God.
That had to have hurt. I mean, up and over he went. He hit that. We felt that on the stage here. Dang. That's all I gotta say is dang.
There is no hyperbole in this statement. You felt that all through West Noon. It registered on the Richter scale.
And the thing is, you have to wonder what's going through Rev's head. And it seems like he's kind of wounded by the fans, thinking he can't win by himself.
The fans are clearing out.
Well, Ron Hunt, here he comes, up and over, and suicide dive! Holy shnikes! He just pushed Jordan into the second row, not the first. Here he comes again, up and over, and catches him.
Into the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think Jordan's dead.
We're going to need a new Jordan.
I'll let them both kill each other. I could care less. But the bottom line is, I still have to do my job and call this match. Ron Hunt, we're going for a third one.
No, you
Third
can't
time's a
do this.
charm. Oh. Baseball slide, and he still nails him into the chairs.
You can't outsmart the master.
And he is showing that right now. Good Lord. If this is the Jedi Trials, Jordan Styles is failing miserably. Good Lord. And Ron Hunt is showing his predecessor. Maybe he didn't show him everything that, a wise man once said. Go ahead, Tony.
No. I think you're absolutely right, but this is where Jordan has to show that he's a better competitor than Ron Hunt. He has to show, hey, you taught me a lot of things, and now you're bringing out playbook plays that I have not seen. So now he has to dig deep. Now we're going to see the fortitude, and I think Jordan, as he just showed, is ready for the task.
He's ready for the task. I mean, he has shown it already. He also, what can I say, he's undefeated right now.
Yes.
I mean, he wrestles for other promotions, and I think he is 2-0 right now.
Correct.
And Lola, you can back me up on that one. You've actually physically seen this.
Yes.
And right now, he has to be out on his feet. Hunt just delivered one of the biggest boosts I've seen in a long time. And right now, slow to get up. Oh, kick to the midsection.
You can see the emotions on both their faces because they were brothers.
He just drove his knee into the ground, and Styles has him up. Armed DDT. That's it. Hunt's out. 2-0.
That's impressive kick out. I will give Ron Hunt credit. Kicking out of a double underhook DDT with that power driven from your forehead into the mat is not an easy thing. There could be multiple lesions to his head, damage to his spine, damage to his back, damage to his shoulders. Everything could have just been created from that DDT.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ron Hunt is taking a beating, and we've seen Ron Hunt take beatings before, and he's been able to, unfortunately, get up. But still, he's taking beatings, and he's been able to overcome it. Can he overcome this one, which is the successful St. Jordan Styles? Styles is arrogant. I mean, ever since the Emmy, he's even gotten worse.
And the thing is, with Jordan, his attitude has completely changed. His ego has gotten too big for his head. And clearly, you have to say, I'm kind of rooting for Rev on this one.
And dropping him on his back was Hunt. 1, 2, and no! Only a 2 count, and Ron Hunt can't believe it.
And let's listen to this crowd right now. They are into this. And the other thing I'm noticing, right in front of us, Teddy Long is intently watching this match and taking a lot of style and analysis into this match. And that is something that is really impressive. He's impressing the active GM.
There might be a gold opportunity for one of these guys. And right now, this is it. Wait. I thought Styles had him there. Has him over. Catches that leg. DDT? No. These two are just back and forth. Where they stop? Nobody knows. Backcracker and unbelievable. 1, 2, and 3. It's over. Ron Hunt wins.
There's 8 minutes, 50 seconds. Your winner, the Red Hunt.
All I gotta say is this. Teacher versus student, and just like Anakin Skywalker, Jordan tried to take the high ground and completely lost that one.
Oh boy. I gotta give Ron Hunt credit where it's due. Jordan gave him everything he could handle, and he just squeaked out this win. And, you know, congratulations, but he squeaked it out.
Doesn't look like Jordan's so successful now.
He's not successful. And look, Mama's... There you go. Perfect. Get him, Mama Hunt.
Get him.
Wait, what am I saying? How dare she? Never mind.
Mama gave him a whooping.
Yes, she did, but even though I hate his guns, give Ron Hunt credit where credit was due. Ron Hunt was able to capitalize on a couple of Jordan's mistakes, and Jordan's streak of being undefeated is completely ended thanks to his own teacher in the ring right now.
I gotta say that there is an amazing amount of credit that I got to give, but you can't tell me that he won't be back. Jordan will not be back.
Now, I hate to come out here, I just wanted to be a part of this, because I thought this was absolutely great. I've seen the way you whooping that man out, that brought a lot of memories, man. I ain't got a whooping out there since I was 12 years old. So I just want you to know you're doing a good job, and you look so good tonight, I just want to see if maybe me and you can get something going here. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
I want you to play my music, let me see if she can twerk a little bit in here now.
Ow! Is this about to happen?
Here we go.
This woman's a...
That is...
What?
Oh my!
This is a woman of God! This is a woman of God!
Was a woman of God.
What?
Okay, that's Ron Hunt and his mom. That just happened. I thought Teddy Long was going to ask Ron Hunt's mom out. That would be epic.
He might still ask her out.
After the way she just moved, I wouldn't blame him.
Seeing that Red has a new dad.
I don't know about that one. We're going to go ahead and just let that one go there, Lola. Woo! But hey, Ron Hunt successful, and Teddy Long is staying in the ring. I wonder what he has up his sleeve.
Y'all see that right there? I'll tell you that right now. That's good stuff. I felt like I had the Holy Ghost. That's good stuff. All right, y'all ready to have some more? Y'all ready for some more RWA? Are you ready for some more RWA? Well, let's give it to them.
Jock Samson is making his way to the ring right now, and we've seen Jock Samson all over social media, and I don't know what...
All right, guess what? Selection contest is scheduled for one more. About to enter the ring from Wilson, Ohio, weighing 25 or 6'4", is the king of the one-night stand.
Jock, you can see, has that trademark bull rope, and we have not seen Jock since September 2014 in RWA.
And we have not seen Jock Samson since 2014, but he is back. And one thing about Jock Samson, the man can run his mouth 24/7. Sorry.
When I spoke to Jock, he said that after he wins, he's going to find some women to take care of.
And it looks like Jock wants to say something.
Where do you think you're going, player?
Uh-oh.
Where do you think you're going? Jock Samson, the king of the one-night stands, is talking to you, son.
Son!
Why don't you walk your Hall of Fame ass so I can pull that ring up? Let me look at it. That looks like a fugazi. Steak for all you dumb idiots out here in West Newton.
We're not done.
So, May I call you Teddy? I'll call you Theodore. How about that, player? Is that alright? While you're out here in the ring doing that dumb twerking stuff, here dancing, Jock Samson in the back scratching, getting ready to beat up D'Lo Brown. So I've been around here all day since 3 o'clock and I ain't seen no D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown knows! He flew all the way from Chicago to come here to this dumb hick town to get beat up by Jock Samson.
The king of the one-night stands, apparently.
And we know he's not here tonight, you bunch of dumb inbred hillbillies!
Wait, are they like definitely hillbillies, or?
You saw a liar, he is not here, Teddy. He's a liar, you're a liar, they're liars, everyone there is liar, so this is what I'm gonna do for you, Theodore. Since D'Lo's not here to get beat up by me, why don't I just beat your ass?
That would be a bad
What do
mistake.
you say, Theodore?
First of all, you shouldn't call him Theodore. He does not like that.
He's gonna throw down.
I mean, it is Teddy Long. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Making his RWA debut, WWE D'Lo Brown. Right out the gate.
D'Lo Brown up. Back elbow by D'Lo. And D'Lo looks like he hasn't missed a step. And old king of the one-night stands is kind of regretting this one.
D'Lo Brown has faced guys like Owen Hart, Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, Drew Love. Jock is easy for him.
Jock Samson is out the ring, and I think he's regretting what he was dishing out to Teddy Long a little bit ago.
I don't think there's... He told you to shut up, Doc. You should listen.
He's told me shut up for years, and it's not working.
To you, but
No, he was pointing to me.
I'm used to it. And right now, D'Lo, oh boy, D'Lo throwing those elbows. The former European champion in control here. Up and big black drop. And Jock Samson is beside himself right now. Good Lord.
D'Lo Brown posted a video on social media on Facebook saying that he came to wreck shop in RWA.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of history between Jock Samson and D'Lo Brown. And I think D'Lo was actually kicked him out of his own club once. Kicked Jock Samson out of his club once because they were raising hell, you could say.
This is kind of a...
Oh, face first off that second turnbuckle.
That's why you never listen to the fans, D'Lo. They always are going to steer you wrong.
King of the one-night stands master, the hip toss. That's right, Samson in control.
Knocking the spit out of his mouth. Are you sure about that?
Did you just point and shake your head, Tony?
I agree with him. Why would I not agree with him? He's the greatest of all time.
Well, I mean... Wow, they are... This crowd is vicious. Jock is in control, though, and delivers the right. D'Lo, a little tired here, it looks like. And the crowd already starting the jockstrap chants. Very popular here in West
That's
Edmonds.
disgusting. That is a disgusting display for this RWA legend. These fans need to show a little bit more respect as he's winning this match.
Okay, first of all, Jock Samson did he show any respect to Teddy Long earlier?
Did I ask you what he showed respect to or who he was very respectful to me in the back and told you to shut up?
I'm used to it, though.
We do have to credit as much as it makes me feel uncomfortable, we have to go over the fact that Jock Samson held the RWA regional title for 125 days, but he lost the title in 9 witnesses.
He is
Dab on him.
Exactly.
Dab on him.
Exactly.
Dab on him.
Yeah, Jock Samson's dabbing. That's new. Little cartwheel up and over. Yeah, and now.
Look away. Look away.
No, that just happened. Fortnite I thought only affected kids. Obviously, it affects adults. And one, And just like in Fortnite when I play, only a 1 count. Because I only last about a minute. We won't get into that.
Jock, you know, the whole ladies of the night thing.
Oh, well, you know what? We're not going to get into that. All I'm going to say is I don't want to think about Jock Samson and other women. All I want to think about right now is D'Lo Brown getting this victory, hopefully.
He's going to be vicious when D'Lo gets to his feet.
Well, right now, Jock Samson, oh, sleeper hold, has him up, and down goes Oklahoma native. And D'Lo Brown now trying to gain some momentum back here. I mean, Jock did beat him up here for the last, I'd say, 5 minutes.
Yeah, these two are very powerful and very evenly matched, but they have a similar crushing style. And I'm interested to see, now that we've gotten into the middle of the contest, now that we've reached the point where the adrenaline is starting to middle out, who is going to continue pushing forward in this match?
Right now, D'Lo is just taking at the Jock, and he's throwing a couple forearms there. Jock's off the ropes. D'Lo with the clothesline. Back elbow. And the former member of Nation Domination is in control. Body slam. Oh, here we go. Vintage D'Lo Brown right here. Bang. 1, 2. Only a count of 2. And right now, D'Lo taking it to Jock Samson. And I don't think Jock's playing. I don't think Jock's playing on that.
Time out. I hate to interrupt you guys. Jock Samson just spit in D'Lo Brown's face.
That was a mistake.
A couple shots to the back there, and
D'Lo Brown might get disqualified.
D'Lo just.
Whoa!
Oh no! Oh, I mean the referee tried to get involved.
Jock getting that vintage bull rope.
There's that damn cowbell. Jock Samson has a prescription in his hand, but it's not the one D'Lo wants. Good Lord! Referee didn't see any of that.
This match is over. This match is over.
Wake up, D'Lo.
It's over.
No.
It's over.
1, 2. You gotta be kidding me.
Your winner, the king of the one-night stands, Jock Samson.
Well,
Jock Samson victorious.
when I spoke to him about this match, he said if he would win, he would go out and celebrate with his longtime pal, Ryan Edmonds.
Yeah, well, I mean, one half of the celebration can start because, unfortunately, Jock Samson has been victorious in this matchup, but I will say this. Is this a return? Are we... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No! The referee's been thrown out of the ring. No, this can't happen again! Somebody get out of here, damn it! D'Lo, turn around!
Good night.
Oh, wait,
no.
this is him. Heads up. Low down! Low down! Oh, my goodness.
Karma is a dish best served by D'Lo Brown.
Unfortunately, though, D'Lo Brown, not victorious, but D'Lo Brown walking away here. And D'Lo Brown, not victorious, but getting the upper hand, you could say, on your man, Jock Samson.
No, I mean, who wins, who loses? D'Lo Brown lost, Jock Samson wins, and then D'Lo Brown has to cheat and attack him after the bell. I don't really think this is the best look for a legend like D'Lo Brown.
Well, as I look down on Teddy Long here, who's sitting, nothing but smiles from our intern commissioner, and I think Jock Samson bit off a little more than he can chew.
Completely, and he did deserve what D'Lo gave to him.
I mean, it's just a simple fact that Jock Samson can't believe what just happened. But again, Jock Samson victorious, unfortunately. But what an honor it is to have someone, a WWE legend, not only just Teddy Long, but D'Lo Brown, the language of the crowd, and please put the children to bed. It is time for the street fight that everybody in this building has been waiting for. Especially this piece of feces that's walking to the ring right now.
Approaching the ring from Charleston, West Virginia, weighing 320 pounds, is simply the best, Edmonds.
Ryan Edmonds, and he still has Chris's boots. Damn it! Wow, he's just insulting everybody. I cannot believe Dr. Feelbad.
He's been carrying those boots for months.
There's more middle fingers in this room right now than if our president was speaking.
I gotta say this, you can cut the tension with a knife in this gym right now.
Gee, I wonder why.
I do not know. You know what?
And his opponent.
All I'm going to say is this. Dr. Feelbad is on his way to the ring right now. What is going through the mind of Dr. Feelbad? Dr. Feelbad hasn't been in a match in probably, I'd say 5 years maybe, 4 years? That's adorable.
Capacity crowd is here to witness the death of Dr. Feelbad. That is gorgeous. It is how many people get to attend their own funeral. It's amazing.
I don't even know where to start. The disrespect that Edmonds has shown since Chris retired, the fact that when I was interviewing Dr. Feelbad that Ryan attacked me, how can you condone that?
The only thing is this. First of all, Feelbad is not only fighting for you, Lola, he is fighting for everybody out there. Chris Taylor, you, the RWA Wrestling faithful, this is personal, and oh my God, we're already starting off the match with a weapon.
Lola, I will say this to you, and I'll say this once. I do not condone what Ryan Edmonds did to you. I am simply saying I understand what got him to that point. He should not have laid his hands on you. I understand that. But when you're put and pushed to the brink of where Ryan Edmonds has been pushed, it's understandable.
He created this mess for himself in the first place.
He did create this for himself in the first place. And Lola, I completely agree with you. But Tony, the bottom line is this. Ryan Edmonds has tried everything low down and dirty to get out of his RWA contract. If he is victorious tonight, this could be the last night we see Ryan Edmonds in an RWA ring.
And should he be allowed to go out in a blaze of glory the way he was by defeating the owner of RWA and being able to say, I'm done with these catfish, river-dwelling, disgusting people. I'm on my own. Goodbye. F you. Good night.
The only catfish I know is what you use on your Tinder profile, so.
And now it's a party. Okay, back to that match at hand, and here we go. I expected this. Edmonds coming right out of the gate, and my God. He is, come on, Feelbad.
Fight back.
Oh, no. Oh, God, Ryan Edmonds taking that cane now. Simply the best, or as I'd like to say it, RWA's answer to Antonio Brown, Ryan Edmonds, wanting out of his contract.
And Ryan Edmonds did call himself the devil.
He did. But what has, like Antonio Brown, have we really seen Ryan Edmonds win any championships? Okay, on that note, go on.
Yes, he has won championships before. But let's focus on the match at hand. Dr. Feelbad is no longer a professional wrestler, okay? This is a current superstar versus the owner. What the hell was Feelbad thinking?
Did you just see the clothesline? Ryan Edmonds has a mission, and that is to either punish and decimate Dr. Feelbad and walk out of here a free man.
Feelbad is completely laid out.
And another elbow drop delivered by Edmonds.
We might as well just start digging the grave right now. Here's a shovel. Dolly, Lola, you start. You start digging. Okay, I'll help you. Doc can help drag the body into the ditch, and we can bury him, give him a nice send-off, because this is done. Dr. Feelbad's dead.
I can't do that. Sorry. I got bursitis.
The words that are coming out of your mouth.
But Tony is calling it right down the line here, Lola. I hate to say it right now. Feelbad has not moved. Feelbad has not capitalized anything on here. I mean, we've seen Feelbad in action before. We've seen Feelbad take thumbtacks, for God's sakes. Oh my God, no.
And now another one. Chair to the gut.
Those are some broken ribs right there, especially the powerhouse that Edmonds is. I'll give him that. That's all. He's still a scumbag.
Agreed.
And I gotta make this argument. How smart of it was Dr. Feelbad to 2 months ago rather, put Edmonds in a street fight match with G-Raver, and then
that was beautiful.
But here's the issue. The next match is a street fight. So he's now been 2 matches in a row at RWA in ring. Wow.
Wait a minute. A little bit of offense from our owner. Nice big slap. And here he goes. Dr. Feelbad doing what Art Rooney should have did a couple months ago. And just taking it to his prima donna. Oh, well,
that's done.
That was short-lived.
As I was saying before Dr. Feelbad interrupted me. So,
wait a minute. Look at the look of Ryan Edmonds. Look at his demeanor. Look at what he is. He wants to punish him.
Listen, I like Ryan Edmonds.
Grabbing the boots of Chris Taylor.
I like Ryan Edmonds. He is a psychopath right now. If Dr. Feelbad was smart, he'd roll out of the ring, run to the back, get in his car, and drive to Timbuktu, because it's the only safe place he can be.
Well, if that happens, everything that Dr. Feelbad has worked for, making this man's life a living hell, is done.
And then but if he's dead, it doesn't matter.
At least he died trying. I mean, give him credit where credit's due.
I think I speak for myself and Dr. when we say we both have faith in Dr. Feelbad.
I'm a realist, Lola. I'm a realist.
You're something.
Wait a minute. Oh my God, no. You gotta be kidding me. God! Am I seeing things?
No, he's here.
Rumor has it has bad cataracts. But my God! That's Chris Taylor!
Big brother's back.
Tony, it looks like you've seen a ghost!
I want to take a picture of Tony's face right now.
I think you should. Actually, you know what? That'll make a good meme. Okay. Okay, it looks like Ryan Edmonds just ate a giant feces sandwich, because in the ring right now, former 2-time RWA heavyweight champion.
And as we can see,
and oh my God, here we go, and spear! Spear!
As we can see,
Taylor and Edmonds! Edmonds and Taylor! Oh my God!
We are seeing a more serious side to Chris Taylor.
Oh, Chris Taylor is out for blood, folks. And oh my goodness. Security started to run, but they know to let this man go. And how's your face, Ryan Edmonds?
How does that steel taste?
Ryan Edmonds is out on his feet. And Lola gotten kind of quiet to the left side of me. That's right. And the boots are back with his owner. Oh my God.
God, I love karma.
It's a bitch, I'll tell you what. And right now, Ryan Edmonds is learning that firsthand.
You can see the mark on Edmonds' face.
Yeah, but look at the scowl. I mean, I've seen that scowl once or twice before. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I see what's coming. Feelbad? Where's Feelbad?
I gotta stand up for that one.
Lola's over here applauding. Feelbad, cover him! Oh my God, you know what this means?
Oh, I do. I certainly do.
1, 2, 3! Ryan Edmonds, you're still property of RWA!
7 minutes, 38 seconds. Your winner,
Lola, do you know what this means?
Oh, it means that Dr. Feelbad owns Ryan Edmonds' ass.
Chris Taylor, if there's any time that he made a triumphant return, it was tonight. 10-year anniversary show. Ryan Edmonds, again,
If you will,
not victorious.
it has come full circle.
And did you see the look of respect and thanks that Dr. Feelbad has just given Chris Taylor? I think Dr. Feelbad's even surprised. We're all surprised. Nobody, and I do mean nobody, Taylor got his boots back, and Edmonds just looked the devil right in his face.
This is a beautiful sight.
I can't get over it. I'm cheesing. I've smiled this wide in so long, and neither of you, dear.
I know.
I mean, if you look up...
And now, wrestling fans, as per the pre-match stipulations, Ryan Edmonds must honor the remainder of his RWA contract.
All I gotta say is this. I said it once when he fought G-Raver, and I'll say it again. Welcome to hell, Ryan Edmonds.
He created his own hell. I mean... The look of embarrassment on Edmonds' face.
It's not embarrassment. That's a, oh my God, that's not even embarrassment. He was screwed. He was screwed.
The juggernaut, John Rhoden.
The challenger is currently right now the RWA Tag Team Champion, the Gory of Pennsylvania, weighing 245 pounds,
John Rhoden making his way to the ring, the challenger, and one thing, he got that tag team title around his waist, and he didn't even have to defend it tonight.
Well, no, his Bronco did the heavy lifting for him. Now, Rhoden has to bring the heavyweight championship home because of what Bronco did to sacrifice. If he doesn't uphold his end of the bargain tonight.
But what I'm saying is this, Rhoden has to bring his A++ game, especially dealing with the man known as One Punch Dan.
The man of tomorrow.
I am talking about the RWA Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Eads.
There's the defending RWA Heavyweight Champion from the city of Edmonds, weighing 235 pounds. It's the man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads.
You can see the look on the juggernaut's face. He means business.
Yeah, but so does that man right there, Daniel Eads. And this roof is about to be blown off of this place. You got two competitors who are worthy of holding that RWA championship. That's right, Daniel Eads and John Rhoden.
That is an understatement. Both these men are amazing competitors, and I think this might be Daniel Eads' biggest challenge to date, because we're talking about the juggernaut versus the man of tomorrow. This is brick wall versus superior firepower.
But you can't forget, they both started and cut their teeth here in 2016.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Here's the question. Both of them have a pretty quick fuse. We've seen that in the past. Who do you think's fuse gets lighted first? Edmonds or Rhoden?
Rhoden.
Yes. You think Rhoden?
I think Rhoden.
I don't know. I think Daniel Eads, listen, so let's talk about this. Daniel Eads has put, the last few months, he has put this title on the line, correct?
Yeah, he's defended it.
He has defended it every month in, month out. But he has gotten the crap kicked out of him by Larry D, by Ron Hunt. Like, we've seen some amazing matches.
Shane Taylor.
And you know what? It has to be wearing on his body. He is amazing, but he is just a man. He might be the man of tomorrow, but the first word in that is man.
He's the one-punch Dan. What are you talking about? He's been champion for over 230 days now.
Okay, but join the real world, Lola. It's still a breakdown of the body. This is a combat sport. Eventually, he's going to tire out. And he's facing the literal embodiment of a brick wall tonight in Juggernaut.
Yes, like I said before, and I'll say it again. One Punch Dan versus the Juggernaut, and my God, what a dream matchup this is. And right now, these fans are being treated to this for our 10-year anniversary, and the Juggernaut, John Rhoden, now squeezing the head of Daniel Eads.
We do have to bring up the point that Teddy Long saw something in John Rhoden enough to give him this RWA Heavyweight title match. That says a lot.
I mean, Rhoden has come up through the rankings. I mean, the battles he had with his tag team partner, Death Proof Bronco McBride. And
there is some respect here that I'm noticing between both these guys. Eads respects Rhoden, Rhoden respects Eads. They are going to bring their A game. I'm interested to see where both men's game plan is going to be.
Well, I mean, these two sizing each other up. I mean, you know they've done their homework. They've done the tape.
Absolutely.
They've seen it all. But right now, who, and I do mean who, it's going to come down to this. Who's going to make the first mistake? Who's going to make the first error? Because I've seen both of these guys capitalize on their opponents. Hence, you know, their opponents being in the air.
Absolutely, and the thing is, every challenger that has stepped up to Daniel Eads has disrespected RWA and the fans. And John Rhoden is the first opponent that has the respect for RWA.
You know what? I don't agree with you completely. Larry D, Shane Taylor.
No. Well, Shane Taylor, yes, but maybe Larry D, no.
Ron Hunt?
That's very true, but
I'll keep quiet on that.
What I'm trying to say is this title is very prestigious, and Daniel Eads has defended it with a lot of prestige. I mean, like I said already. But eventually your body breaks down.
Okay, right there, if you just seen the shoulder block, nobody has shoulder blocked John Rhoden down like that. Nobody has knocked down the Juggernaut like the man of tomorrow, Daniel Eads.
Rhoden getting back up on his feet, the look on his face.
Yes, he caught him by surprise, Lola. I mean, wait. Did that just happen?
Talk about the first mistake.
He even took the mouthpiece out.
Is that the... Yeah, okay, maybe.
Okay, alright, I felt that from here. Slapping him like he owes him $1,000, and I
don't know if I would want to throw elbows with Daniel Eads.
I wouldn't want to exchange anything with Daniel Eads. Rhoden showing what cojones are in them tights because they are going at it, these two. Good Lord.
These are just two horses, excuse me, just beating the holy piss out of each other right now.
But hey, it's for the RWA Heavyweight Championship, and I'll tell you what, that is what everybody here that has wrestled tonight wants. That's the main dream, is to hold that title. And could you imagine John Rhoden pulling this off and having two titles?
I can't get over the fact that you know the word Hoss. Have you been on Tumblr?
Okay, first of all, back to the match at hand. Have you taken your medication today, girl? God dang. Okay, but right now, and grabs him by the throat, and down he goes.
That was a beautiful STO right there.
An elbow, I mean, precision is Daniel Eads' game, and he is just taking his senton. 1, 2, and no. Only a 2 count.
I do have to say, something very cryptic was posted on the RWA Facebook page. A note, supposedly by the masked man, that has been been kind of haunting Daniel Eads. And it did say, however, the note said, Dan, worry less about Rhoden, more about me. You shall know soon. And everyone's head was kind of spinning. It came from a fake account, so we don't know.
I heard and felt that one, and my God, Eads is showing Rhoden why he is the heavyweight champion. And oh, wait a minute now, the Juggernaut answering back, and I think he is just pissing Eads off more than anything. But then again, Eads is I heard that. It was like a shotgun. Good Lord.
I gotta say this. Rhoden is putting a lot of force in his punches, but Eads is hitting more shots in a more repetitive nature. So while Rhoden might have a little bit more power numbers-wise, I don't think he's getting enough shots in to knock Eads down. Eads is owning this matchup right now.
And Eads is being smart. He's keeping on John Rhoden.
Oh, but that was the first mistake from Eads tonight.
Yeah.
Has him up. Oh, wait a minute. We've seen this before. This is a newer move.
That was gorgeous.
Good Lord. 2 and, oh, only a 2 count. And I cannot believe Rhoden kicked out of that. Oh my God, he had him up and just, did you see how his body contorted in that? Oh my goodness.
He's getting back up. He's a fighter. He is a juggernaut.
Rhoden is slow to get up. And oh my goodness, I think we're going to see what I see. And believe it or not, I will say this, that move, the Sharon driver, and my God, up and oh, catch him, spine buster by the Juggernaut! 1, 2, we have a new, no!
That was close. That was insanely close.
My God, did you see how quick Rhoden picked him up and got him over? Nobody has done that to the champ yet. Clothesline, and the Juggernaut knows this is his moment to capitalize. This is where you have to take out pretty much the force known as Daniel Eads. That was a vicious super kick.
Juggernaut just tried to run through a brick wall, and Eads pretty much said, no, bitch.
And Lola, I'll tell you this, you know, you talked about earlier Rhoden getting that cryptic post on Facebook. It looks like it hasn't affected him at all.
And clearly, both men are focusing on each other, but you have to wonder if that cryptic is in the back of their minds.
And right now, both of these guys slow to get up. And Rhoden to his feet first. Rhoden is to his feet first. There we go. To let them know he's the Juggernaut. And well, you know, bitch. 1, 2. And just like the Han Solo rule, nobody calls Daniel Eads a bitch.
I will say this, Rhoden used his head to full effect there, but how much of an effect is it going to have in the remainder of this match? He didn't get the 3 count, and now he's going to have a headache for the rest of this match.
Rhoden can't let the frustration get to him.
Exactly, that is the thing. Both of these guys have to maintain composure, and Rhoden just put all that composure into Eads' ribs. Did you see that in the opposite corner now? Eads being sent in that opposite corner, up and over, and oh! Swinging around it, oh! He tried that earlier, and Rhoden capitalized, but not this time. And both the guys slow to get over. 1, 2, no! Only a 2 count, and Rhoden kicking out again.
Both men have come so close.
This could be probably one of the best matches I've seen in RWA in a long time. Again, this is for the RWA Heavyweight Championship. And right now, Daniel Eads. Oh, here we go. Way in the world. He's calling for it. Has him up. Couple elbow shots. But the thing is, though, big forearm by the Juggernaut. And right now, the one known as One Punch Dan in trouble because the Juggernaut is starting to run through pretty much this wall we know is our RWA Heavyweight Champion.
I think I keep looking at what Rhodin's bringing to the table, what offensive maneuvers he's doing, and he's trying to suck the life and hit the core of Eads, which makes sense when you think about it. For the last 3 championship matches against Eads, the core, the head, the legs, they've all been targeted, and this all is a balancing act. The human body is a balancing act, and everything, all the stress has been brought to the core, so now that he's attacking the core, eventually the whole house of cards falls apart.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you were explaining it, you could just see Rhoden attacking the head, kicking the chest, taking the air, and air is very important when it comes to a wrestling match here, especially when you're Daniel Eads and you have so much to lose.
You have to wonder at what point who starts running off of fumes first.
I think they're both running off of fumes right now, Lola. I mean, both of these guys are just struggling. I mean, look how sore, how slowly Eads is getting up. But right now, he is just, oh, wait a minute, small package! 1, 2! Almost a 3 count right there. And the Juggernaut now. A lot of people don't understand. One thing I will say about the, well, wait a minute, oh! Big kick to the chest. And Daniel Eads now trying to regain this matchup, regain that momentum.
Why is Eads not making the cover right now? Explain to me that. Why is he not going for the cover?
Well, you know how you crack your knee off of a, you know, you have to walk it off? I think that's what Eads was trying to do, is walk it off.
He's not walking that off!
No, not at all. 2 and no! My God, these two are giving it all it's worth.
A little credit to Eads on there. In that kick out, he literally kicked Rhoden in the face on that kick out. So he is still trying to put offense together while he's kicking out. That is the brain of a champion right there.
I mean, you give credit where credit's due. I mean, both of these individuals, they just lift up a 2. Eads showing Rhoden, you only got a 2 count on me. You're going to have to do a lot more. And one thing, I've said this in the past and I'll say it again, do not poke the bear. And that's what Eads just did. But instead of a bear, he poked the Juggernaut. Big kick! There it is! The 1-punch Dan! Crowd fist. Oh, like a striker. There went the mouthpiece!
I think some kid just caught it.
No, what I'm saying is this. You never see that mouthpiece leave the mouth of Rhoden. Good Lord!
We also have to point out that no challenger has stepped up to Eads like John Rhoden has.
Well, John Rhoden's slow to get up. This could be it right here. Big super kick by the champ. Has him.
Foot on the ropes. Foot on the ropes, Doc.
So smart.
Foot on the ropes. Thank you, Tony. Good Lord. Daniel Eads is beside himself right now. Who gets up from those barrage of kicks, punches, just delivering the pain?
Despite what John Rhoden has been through, he does have great ring awareness.
Yeah, that is the truth. The other truth of the matter is that was probably Eads' best chance at winning this match. And without him doing it, now Rhoden's on the outside of the ropes. This is now a tricky situation because Rhoden needs to still be in the ring to win the championship.
And right now, Eads is trying to gain some control here, but he's taking too long, Tony. Oh my goodness.
He took too much time looking at the crowd.
That and the fact that he was trying to move a Juggernaut in a way that you shouldn't try to move a Juggernaut. Oh, what a delivery by Eads. Oh, knee lift and a vicious one. What agility by Rhoden. Up, German.
Oh, man.
Landed. Rhoden needs to take control right now. Rhoden needs to capitalize. Both of these guys just tired.
Listen to the RWA fans. They are firmly in the pocket of John Rhoden.
I say it's a split 50-50. I mean, I've seen some Eads fans, but Eads fans, I mean, if you're an Eads fan, you're also a Rhoden fan. I mean, there's a lot of people out there. This is hard to decide who to cheer for. You got 2 people that deserve this title.
Oh, my Lord.
That was another proud fist. And guess what? Rhoden did the smartest thing he could and rolled himself out the ring.
I completely agree with you, Doc. Getting out of the ring right there gives him 10 seconds to readjust, to get his breath under it. Once you shake off the punch, you have some time. Take your time. Get back into the ring before the 10 count and everything will be good.
Well, Bo Browning is arguing here. He should be. No, wait. Daniel Eads showing why he has the respect of the locker room.
I don't know if this is smart, Doc.
I mean, he respects the man. He wants to beat him fair and square. He doesn't want to beat him via count out. I mean, a lot of wrestlers, a lot of competitors see that as a cheap way of getting out of the match. And I mean, both of these guys, regardless of slapping each other in the face, punching, trying to cripple each other, they have respect for each other. What can I say? So Daniel Eads showing why he's a true champion.
And the fact that he's showing that respect in the middle of such a serious match does say a lot.
Oh, flying knee into the ribs. Has him up. Oh!
That's it. That's why it was stupid for him to do that.
1, 2, no!
What?
So close! Fans jumped to their feet. They thought this was it. They thought the Juggernaut was going to be holding 2 pieces of gold here in RWA. My God. Very close.
And here's the question, and I'll ask both of you guys this. What does Rhoden have to do to keep Eads down? Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
That can't. The masked man.
That is the masked man. What's he doing?
Turn around, turn around.
You're going to ruin this match. No! Oh my God. John Rhoden's been victorious, but via disqualification. Daniel Eads doesn't even know what's going on right now.
Going after the ref.
Throws the referee, Bo Browning, out the ring. Good Lord.
This is between the masked man and Daniel at this point.
Well, this masked man has been torturing Daniel now for the last how many? What, 2 months, 3 months? Good Lord. Uh-oh.
No. I'm getting tired of this. I don't know who the hell you are, who the hell you think you are, but not tonight. This is the 10-year anniversary. That was one hell of a match, and you are not going to ruin that. What's it been, how many years you been doing this crap now? Too scared to show your face? You want what? You want my belt? Is that what you want? You want my championship that I worked my ass off for? Get it on! You're in charge tonight. Come out here. We're setting this tonight, and not in a tag team match. Right here, masked like you want to be versus the man tomorrow, Daniel Eads. 1 punch stand for my championship. Make it happen.
Doc, here comes Teddy Long.
Teddy Long's coming out here. Eads just went through one hell of a match. You're
Tell you what, I understand where you're coming from. You tired of it. I'm tired of it too. Now, I don't know who the masked man is, but I understand that you can have some problems with him in the future. Well, I tell you what, why don't we just settle it and we're gonna right now. So I tell you what, Daniel, you're going to go one-on-one with black man, dark man, black man, I don't know who the hell he is. But you're going to go one-on-one with him and it will be for the RWA World Heavyweight Championship. And that match is going to start up. It gets started when I get the senior vision out here. Tommy Kubler, get him out here.
All right, let's go. Let's end this right here, right now.
This match is for the RWA World Heavyweight Championship, and it's going to start right now. Right there.
Let's end it. Let's end it
Finally,
right
the
now.
masked man. Oh, wait, has him up. Weight of the world. It's down. Eads pins him. 1, 2.
What?
What's? Tony, what the hell are you doing?
No, you don't think.
What just happened?
Papa effing Peacock. That was a 3 count. J-Rocc, whatever the hell you're calling yourself this month.
He's unmasking the guy.
Oh, he's trying to unmask him. Wait a minute, I can't see who it is. Wait a minute. That's Akuma. Oh, you got a new champ.
We have a new champ.
Truba was behind it the whole time?
That son of a...
89 seconds to winner and brand new RWA Heavyweight Champion, the newly reinstated Iwakuma.
Listen, I learned some things in the back. And yes, the great Akuma was, still is.
Some things don't change.
But you heard Ken Iwakuma earlier. Yes, I don't care. I'm going to put him out there. What a rotten son of a bitch. And I'll tell you why. He told everybody about his daughter being sick. Everybody about it. As a father, I am sickened. You're going to use your child to throw everybody off here in this building. And then you and that old fat bastard, Papa Peacock, are going to go ahead and ruin the 10-year, ruin an epic match between Rhoden and Eads. Oh my gosh.
Stop. Calm down. We now have a new champion, and that's what you have to focus on. We now have a new champion.
Sidekick Media Services